Oh, okay, we're doing the intro. That's happening. Oh man, I love that little splash screen there, dude. Explosions. So our first round underway in this game. And already Mythic playing towards B here. Sprawl, take it away, pal.
Yeah, we got Abe moving up into upper dark here. Got a couple counter tears. Actually, it's only going to be Seraphic. No armor on him, so just head armor, USPS. He's going to be waiting back plat, hoping for someone to peek here. And in the meantime, we have a couple terrorists chilling around the middle of the map. Markledon's going to be smoking mid to B, so it looks like it's going to be a B split. I imagine they could fake it, though. Markledon's moving up onto Cat, hoping someone pushes, and I like the idea here. Really slow round from Mythic so far.
Yeah, what the heck? No one's dead. There's a minute left on the clock, and no one's even taking any points of damage.
Pretty nuts, and I think it's going to go down, though. It looks like the smoke is out, and this nade could be huge for Seraphic. Does a little bit of damage, but not quite what he was looking for. Lex getting the first frag on invert, and Seraphic's going down as well. So taking the B site in style is Mythic here. Ooh, flow sick. Getting that headshot onto Wig, and we're down to 2 left here.
Yeah, Mythic really took that site by surprise there. Volcanium is getting one more. It's 3-on-2. Really, the CTs with nothing left to lose are going to retake here. Floki's going to push out with his teammates outside B, leaving it all up to Volcanium from tunnel. Oh, he actually gets one. He's going to need 4K to finish it, but he gets one tapped right out of the gate there, or I guess the tunnel at bomb site B. 1-0 is your score. Mythic is ahead right now, and their roster tonight is Floki, Lex, AGM, Abe, and Markledon.
Yeah, and for team adaptation, we got Volcanium handled Invert, Seraphic, and Wig. And I believe Wig is a stand-in. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I think we had one player.
No, Wig is a stand-in yet, and yeah. He's also very funny. He's a great chirper. He'll let you have it and mumble. So, you know, I'm always excited to see him play.
Awesome, awesome. We take a look at the buy here for Mythic, and quite a few rifles on the board, 1 scout on Lex. So they're taking this round seriously, and for good reason. Look at the CTs. We've got armor on everybody. 4 CZ75s and 1 Desert Eagle Cobalt Disruption on Volcanium, hanging out at Goose. So it is looking like they're working some sort of play at the B side. AGM's just waiting for someone to peek here, and Seraphic wants to take that peek so bad. He's thinking about it. He does peek over. They shoot and do not land any shots, so they know one player is at least close inside. AGM's going to be the first one into sight, and he's going to be spraying him down, and does get lit himself, but takes that frag on Seraphic.
Great take so far. B's worked. It worked last round, and of course the terrorists, yes, have more weapons and armor and what have you. But it looks like it's gonna work again. Mark's just gonna run out mid and start blasting fools as they run through the door. Volcanium does pick up 1 with the deagle. Handle gets straight out. Volcanium's on the bench, and Floki will end the round for the terrorists there. And a quick round for Mythic again. Not losing many members, getting the bomb down, playing some cut and dry Counter-Strike right now, doing the objectives, playing it safe, and getting that money game up. And right now they are in good position to buy, and if they lose, they'll be able to buy again for another couple rounds. So they're playing a really good economy game right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. You see Abe's going to be the solo one heading over to the upper B area, and he's going to peek into B. Misses that shot out. Actually, no, I lied. Seraphic does take a little bit of damage there, so a little bit lit in the back. I know, right? I'm terrible. I'm sorry. The key Canadian word comes out. It's only going to be Seraphic in the back of sight. Again, he's got his USPS, 67 HP. He's going to peek again, and Lex is actually getting the first frag here. I believe that was at mid double doors. Volcanium's trying to push up on Cat, get something done, and as I speak, Abe does get that pick into B. So they're going to be moving on over, and Volcanium's going to go down on Cat as well. So the remaining CTs are actually working along a flank here, and Wig's going to try and push out, and only one left here. It's handled, and he's going to try and take down Markledon. Does get the frag, so that's 1 kill for them here. Can Lex finish this off, though? I believe he will, and he is going to get that headshot. So another good anti-eco from Mythic.
I like that Lex was right there to make sure that Mark couldn't get the gun. Or not Mark, pardon me. Who was that last CT live there? Wow, dude, Counter-Strike. But Lex, nonetheless, was there outside long A to guard that gun.
I believe it was handled, but I didn't, get that in time to fill you in, so my bad.
Yeah,
I had
so
to think about it
Handle
as well.
is holding on to an AWP this round here, and no fire or hit shots hitting there on the other side of the door there, excuse me as I stumble over this sentence. And we are into round number 4. Both of these teams have bought. Invert is at 50 HP. I guess he did eat a leg from the AWP, so a little bit of an early lead. Almost inconsequential for the Terrorists, but I'm sure they'll take what they can get here as they are playing a fully weaponized and armored counter-terrorist lineup from Adaptation. Volcanium sitting atop the scoreboard right now at 3-0-3. He has 3 teammates, Wig, Invert, and Seraphic, who have all yet to break their eggs, but Volcanium starts things off, dropping Lex right out of the gate with an M4. And now Invert's left to hold mid as Floki runs his way up Cat, passing the aim of Invert as Invert was tucked around behind the wall. Floki will make a CT pay from Cat. Abe gets another with the AWP. And suddenly this is a 4v3. Floki at 5 HP for Mythic. So it's very doable for the CT still. However, with that being said, the Terrorists are all gathered up on Cat, looking to hit the site here. 3 making their way up towards Cat stairs. The 4th in tow, that is Floki at 5 HP. And now all of the Terrorists are gathered at Cat, ready to blast their way out here. Volcanium holding from the ramp, Handled hopping from a ramp. And it looks like they're getting the job done here as Floki finally drops Volcanium, but he still has to contend with the op of Handled, playing from a ramp by Safebox. Seraphic is already here in support. He goes down to Abe. Handled gets another, and suddenly it's a 1v1, and Handled completes the hat-trick and wins the round for Adaptation. A huge win there, and Mythic was so close to breaking that siege.
Wow, just what a round there. That was a crazy triple kill. And that's going to be the round 4 adaptation. So 1-3 is a scoreline, definitely a round that they wanted to pick up. Otherwise, more than likely, it would have been ecoing another round and waiting for another gun round. So it is good for them that they took that. They are going to be sending 2 players over at B. 3 and 2 is their play currently. We got Abe moving into lower dark right now. 2 more terrorists heading into upper. And a couple players. We got AGM just watching the long push. And Lex is going to be waiting mid. So they suspect some aggression, and they're just going to work some picks. And this is kind of what they did the last round. And it did work up until when they pushed elbow on Cat there and just got massacred by that AWP.
I want to point out Lex right now. He is just holding off any sort of push from long. But, of course, we know, and the players don't, but Volcanium's alone in long. Handled is playing on Cat. And I guess I like this play right now from the CTs. Handled can easily rotate from Cat to site if long is taken. Volcanium's far enough down long to give good intel here. And the play might be coming longs for all.
Yeah, it definitely could be. We see 3 players moving into long A house right now. Like you were saying, Volcanium, the only one out here. He's going to come in contact with Terrorists very, very soon. And here they come. Can he get the spray down? Unfortunately, drops Abe to 9 HP, but 0 frags for Volcanium. So that is not what he wanted to do at all. And the Terrorists do take long, but we have 2 actually rotating out back to mid.
Handled's not even going to challenge from Cat. He's not even going to head towards the plat. He's just going to hang it on Cat and try and pick from the Cat ball.
You do see them trying to cross here. Bomb goes down. Lex trying to pick from that cross position. Can he get any, though? Unfortunately, he's whiffing his shots and does end up getting Invert. And Seraphic's going to be the only one here. Oh, Abe is so lit, and he's going to peek. He's going to have no idea. Does go down, but counter-terrorists are going to win. So great play there by Seraphic, just staying alive and working the timer.
Yeah, that's really a shame because Mythic just couldn't see. You know, they're just kind of spinning their tires in the mud there. And they're going to have to reach deep. Now, look at Abe. He's at $850 going into this round. That's awful.
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely not going to be too much in terms of gear on Mythic.
Seraphic starts this round off getting picked in the leg, which is never fun either. They are going to smoke off B Hall, which is good. That will kind of keep the Terrorists at bay and lower. They're going to work around. And Eco here, Lex still holding on to that AWP from last round, working his merry way up. Cat, we'll see if he can get a pick into double door. He just inverts right there. Oh! And they just miss-peek each other by a fraction of a second. Oh, dear Lord, Lex just missed out on a kill as he works his way up. Cat in mid-handle, takes out one with the famous. Floki trades back with the pistol. Invert comes in with the AUG and answers right back with a nice hat-trick. And all of a sudden, Lex is left all alone. Invert going huge. And Lex dropped all the way down to 6 HP. He does take out Wig there. A nice shot from him. Just a little crazy. So Lex going off right now, trying to keep his hopes alive in a 2v1 with 6 HP to spare. He has a couple grenades on him. He's got he does have armor. That he does have 80 of it. So he's in good position to do. The bomb is down, however, and it's down in a really rough spot. Spawn was smoked off. That's going to clear away. He's going to see the bomb there, run towards it. And Invert and Seraphic both playing from B, feeling very comfortable right now. And Lex is just going to say, hey, I'm low, bomb's in a bad spot, cut my losses, save here, and have my teammates buy weapons next round, and we'll be kosher.
Yeah, and I think this is a good move by him. It looked like he was inching towards CT, and then maybe someone on his team where the comms kind of went, nah, you should probably save in this position. Let's move back, and that's exactly what he's done. Move down to long A, and he's just going to hold on to this AWP, save it for the next round. He did get 2 frags of his own here. Unfortunately, with the AWP, only $100 a piece, but 2 frags, nonetheless, that's going to be gear off of our counter-terrorists, so that's what you would really like on your eco, and again, you keep that AWP, so can't really go wrong there.
I have my steering wheel plugged into my computer right now, and every time I press the gas pedal, it's switching me players. This is really awesome.
That's like a whole new meta for commentary.
This is new commentary.
Wow.
Meta. You're witnessing it right now.
I need pedals. Oh, geez, you just blew my mind, bro.
I'm liking this play right now from Adaptation. They're mixing it up here, 3 at long. They're going to throw all of their grenades, everything they got into long, and they're going to fall off and just set up Volcanium there. So Wig and Handle both setting up. 1 counter-terrorist in long as Lex, Floki, Flom, and Abe are all in mid, or not Flom, pardon me, AGM. Wow, that was embarrassing. But Wig is in mid, his teammate Invert goes down, there's no more crossfire there. And Flom, of course, being the ex-teammate of Lex and many of these players. Pardon my confusion. And AGM is going to make his way up cat with Lex and try and find an A pick as Handled and Volcanium are still holding from there. Having to hold off 3 terrorists right now. And it looks like Floki and Mark are going to make their way up cat. So it's like they're just pushing their way up cat, trying to force their way through. It didn't work out well for Adaptation, or for Mythic, pardon me, in round, I believe that was number 4, when they held from the ramp, Handled, going big with the AWP. He doesn't have an op this time. He is down a man, so the CTs are playing short-handed. And thinking better of it, Mythic is actually going to bust out the mid to B. Such a popular thing to do on this map. It's a big part of the meta right now, and in come the frags. AGM gets 1 to start things off. Oh my god, Adaptation has lost B as Seraphic hits the deck. Floki getting that kill, and it's a 5-on-2. Perhaps the CTs are thinking about saving at this point, Sprawl, because really, they were just picked apart that round, and just as it looked like Adaptation was building some momentum, Mythic came back and they had the answer.
Yeah, exactly. Hanging on to these weapons. Again, you got M4A1S on both players. Helmet on Handled, and actually a kit as well. So, and a flashbang on Volcanium. So, definitely a good save at this point. 5 players in B, especially at this level of play. It's very difficult to retake that site. So, good save. Handled actually might be challenged here. Got Abe slowly lurking through. And I'm curious if he's going to actually run out and peek, or nope, he's actually just going to slowly peek there. Nope, sees nothing, heading back, and that round save is successful.
Mythic, I'm sure they're very happy with that round. I mean, of course you win, but you also get the bomb down, you get that extra bit of money, and something that Adaptation hasn't been able to do. They've been able to tie it, sure, but they haven't been able to disrupt the rhythm enough for Mythic to disjoint their economy. So Mythic's been pretty well to do in terms of weaponry. I think they've had 1 eco round, and it hasn't been a huge problem for them. And starting things off, Volcanium with 2 M4 frags right away. Lex answers back, and so does AGM, and that will equalize things here in a 3v3. Make that a 3-on-2 as Wig comes out with the CZ blasted, and Mark and Seraphic will trade kills. That will end your round. Mark quickly going down. Seraphic and Wig, the remaining 2 players on the CT side for Adaptation. And just as I was talking about Mythic, not having their economy disjointed, they're buying this round, but look how poor they are now. And they are all tied up. There was no bomb plant that round. Mythic's going to have to come back, but right now these teams are going back and forth, so this is really exciting stuff.
Yeah, we're going to see actually a double op play, and Invert actually goes down immediately. So it is already 5v4. Where is the AWP? Handled has that on long A. He whiffs a shot, so Lex is going to be... Oh, wow. Handled gets that pick. He's going to get another one. Can he get a third? Oh, he does whiff the shot. And it's down to Markledon here. He's going to flash peek the corner. Does spray down 2 players, 2 headshots, and makes it a 1v1. Markledon just going massive. And the only player left for the counter-terrorist is Seraphic, and he's waiting at mid currently, trying to predict where Markledon's going to go. And So far, so good. He's actually peeking the perfect spot. Headshot for Seraphic. Takes the round for Adept, and 5-4 is your scoreline.
Oh, game sense, bro. That was a huge peek by Seraphic, and he just knew he was going there. Didn't bother to look anywhere else. That was a Rockstar play, and he got the headshot to boot. So, some impressive stuff there from the Adaptation lineup, as they have taken a lead finally in this game. Their first lead of the evening here in the first half of this Dust 2 match is round number 10 underway here. Mythic, if we're continuing any sort of pattern, we'll answer back with a victory. However, they'll have to do it with just pistols, as smokes are going down, and the terrorists are making a bit of a they're actually all lining up here at double door, and they're gonna run right out mid, but Handled is there with the M4 right away, and he gets one, he gets two, and he won't get a third. Invert will get it. AGM drops Invert, AGM drops Handled, he'll pick up a gun, and all of a sudden it's AGM versus 3. He's gonna need to ace to win this. He comes into B, he gets one right away. Oh, he's within 2 of doing it. AGM is the dream alive. 3 kills, 2 to go. Wig 100 HP, Volcanium 100 HP, both hanging around in mid. Wig playing the dark spot in CT spawn. Little does he know, AGM's directly to his right. AGM peeking the double door. Oh, he's gonna peek back and try and get Volcanium at the Xbox, but Wig will come out of spawn. Well timed from the Adaptation player, and that will end your round number 10. Oh, AGM was so close, he could taste it, but it wasn't quite enough. Round number 10 in the bag. Adaptation gets their first insurance round at 6-4.
Yeah, just a crazy play on that save, and regardless of whether or not he gets that ace, still a huge eco round for them there. That's momentum that they get on their side, and a lot of gear that's dropped as well, but very, very close. Very, very close. We see 3 counter-terrorists actually moving along very quickly, setting up a stack here. AGM's gonna flash out along a house. He does get smoked out. So they're gonna send one player back to mid, actually. So I like this kind of... They keep rotating players around the map for counter-terrorist side, and as soon as they kind of smoke one area, they're going to move over, and actually getting a leg shot through the doors. Floki's down to 9 HP.
Lex is already pushing up on Cat. He's been playing Cat aggressively this whole game. That's been his signature play as a terrorist so far, just working that. Actually, for the whole lineup is Mythic. It's just kind of exploiting mid, taking control of it, and then pushing their way up Cat, deciding if they want to go Cat or mid to B. This is textbook Dust 2 play from Mythic right now. You exploit mid, you choose mid to B, or you choose Cat, and that's really been their go-to so far. Volcanium hasn't actually seen much from Long. He is at 8 and 8, however. Invert will pick one from the scaffolding outside B. AGM trades back. Handled gets another. Mark and Floki, the last 2 terrorists alive against 3 CTs. Mark goes down. Floki at 9 HP, the last hope for the Mythic lineup now as he crouches by B Xbox, but Seraphic knows he's there, and Seraphic is going to take him down with the Famous, and Adaptation is slowly crawling away with this half. It's 7-4, and they're looking to build on this lead.
Yeah, wow, just crouching into sight there, and I don't think immediately he was detected, but the spidey senses were tingling, so turning back and getting that frag is Seraphic. Eco for the terrorist, got Mythic. Couple flashes, CZ75 on AGM, and they're flashing over long currently. 2 flashes. Good stuff by them, and Handled's going to be the single one holding from the cross, and he does light up Floki, but running up quick, and I don't think he expects them to get here this quickly, but huge flashbang. They're all blind as they're crossing. 3 do make it across, though. Volcanium's going to be on elbow, does go down. Wig's going to be there as well. He has 3 HP, though. Can they take him out and get a bomb plant here? That would mean a lot for Mythic at this point, and trying to bait that bomb plant does not get it down, so Abe's going to go down to that headshot from Wig.
Wig's done pretty good as a stand-in so far, but not quite as good as the top fragger. Handling his business for Adaptation. 14-9 for him, and he's having a breakout game right now. Floki is the next on the frag sheet for Mythic. He is at 12-8. On the Wall of Shame is Abe at 5-9, and Seraphic at 4-6 for Mythic and Adaptation respectively. Handled will get another op frag here at long, continuing to do work here. Something we haven't seen a lot of, Mythic taking long, and they're trying to do that right now as all of the CTs safely rotate back to site. Volcanium playing from Cat. He's used to playing from Pit, but he's managed to rotate his way around to a different possession. And as I was saying the other round, here's Lex on Cat trying to make it work. but Invert will take down Mark right behind Lex, but Lex trades back, Abe gets another, and quickly Volcanium, wisely so, pushes down Cat, gets Lex in a corner. Up close with the rifle, shutting down that AWP. AGM getting another kill. That's an equalization. It's 2-on-2. Seraphic and Handle remain for the CTs, Abe and AGM. Now the last out for Mythic, as round 13 is well into its depth. And AGM and Abe both down to 38 and 36 HP. Seraphic and Handle both at 100 each, in good position right now to take the rest of this round. However, wherever the terrorists choose to go, it's going to be a 2-on-1. They are going to try and play that numbers game. It'll be handled holding from A ramp here with the AWP. We saw him do this once before. I stand corrected. They faked A and ran right out mid. Seraphic and AGM trading. And suddenly it's a 1v1. AGM does have the bomb. He's in mid. He's going to try and fake out Handled. Handled has to push down through spawn. He's holding on to an op. AGM trying to fake out to death cam. I'm not quite sure if that was picked up on. But Handled is going to realize exactly what's going on as he does hear him. Handled now playing on the ramp with the CZ. He's going to hear that plant sound. He's going to try and jump and get a kill here with the CZ. He'll do it. A jumping CZ shot onto AGM. And that's the beauty of fighting someone with low HP, is you can literally just jump until you get the kill there at A. And Handle will grab the defuse. Mythic will grab the money from that bomb plant, but they will not walk away with the round victory. It's 9-4. Mythic hoping to close out with 9-6.
Yeah, that flashbang actually did so well. I was so surprised. That literally landed in front of Handled's face, so he does recover in time to get that jump shot with the CZ75. I love those jump shot plays, I'm not going to lie, but some might argue that it's not a great thing to have that ability to be able to do that in this game, but which I can see some merit to, but it is in this game nonetheless. We see Volcanium pushing up, peeking into lower dark. Actually going to get flashed and fall back here, so Abe's going to be smoking off mid, and counter terrorist actually smoking that leg. I missed that. Just right through the door?
Just right through the door. Nope, just like it wasn't even there.
Wow. Just nutty play from Lex and his AWP so far. But 9-4 currently is our scoreline. Maybe not representing how good his play has been. Wig is pushing it up on Cat here. They're going to send another smoke down. Wig's just going to be waiting. And if he waits a little bit longer, it actually gets tagged through the smoke. So falling back. He's going to be going back to A ramp. Looks like in the meantime, though, we do have a mid push. 3 terrorists have arrived out mid. They smoke mid to be. Volcanium is super flashed, and they do see that flashbang coming from the box. Does get one, but goes down, and Seraphic gets one of his own. 3 terrorists have taken the B bomb site, though.
Oh, Seraphic perfectly rotated out of window to avoid getting killed from tunnel, and just as he was doing that, AGM was walking through the B double door, so he escaped with his life only for a brief period of time, but it was very close. Wig at 18 HP, looking to get a frag here, gets one through the door. He's going to try and get a second as he enters site. Lex is holding from tunnel with the AWP. The flashes come out. Lex is blind. He'll have to be forced around, but AGM with the AK spray drops 2 at door. And a knock, who's there? AGM with the AK, as the CTs couldn't even get through the door. Getting shut down there, and suddenly they are very low on money. It's the last round of the half. Wig is going to have to force up here with the CZ armor. And Volcanium not going to have the head armor, nor is Invert. Fortunately, they are playing against AK, so at the end of the day, not that big a deal.
Yep, exactly. We do see Lex is about to peek out long, takes a shot through the smoke, does not connect with anybody, and actually 3 counter-terrorists have pushed long, and it seems to me that they like to kind of initially have 3 players long, and then they rotate out. As I speak, Abe gets a beautiful shot walking out along a house onto Handled. Seraphic pushed up inside of upper dark. Can he get the frag? Marklet on down to 10 HP, and he's just going to wait there, flashing out. He's in an awkward position, but as that's happening, we do have the T's taking control of long. That is going to be Marklet on going down, but these 3 terrorists moving up. Volcanium's going to be there on Goose, goes down. Wig is holding point at the elevator position. He could work that jump shot. He's going to wait and peek. Here it is, and it's going to be... He does get the frag, so that's going to be 1 for him and his CZ75, and it's a 3-on-3 here, pushing from Cat as 2 of the players. AGM's working A ramp. AGM does go down. Abe is going to be there at car. Does go down as well, so it's down to only Lex in this 1v1. Seraphic tries his best, but Lex just going huge with that flick shot. Very nice play from him.
Yeah, I always love to see that. It's my boy Lex. However, we'll hope it's enough going into the next half. The first 3 rounds are going to be so huge for Mythic. They win all 3 first 3 rounds, pardon me. Call them pistol rounds, call them ecos, call them what you will. But if Mythic wins them, we're back at square one. Adaptation will be buying on that round, and so will Mythic. Everyone will have their money, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. It'll be 9-9, and we'll do this dance yet again as we wait for these players to ready up. I'm going to go quickly grab a drink because sentences are hard, and I am quickly losing the feeling in my throat from all the casting I've been doing today.
Alright, man, sounds good. In the meantime, we're going to watch these guys frag during their warm-up. If you guys are new to the channel, please do click that follow button. We appreciate every single one of those follows. It really does help and support the channel. If you guys have a couple bucks as well, subscriptions obviously help greatly as well. So we do have giveaways, as you can see at the top. We got the Huntsman Fortis DD Pat field tested at 150. Looks like we are going live here, though. Alright, pistol round underway. What are we going to see from Adapt here? And what kind of setup from Mythic? So far, they're actually boosting and doing a fast cat. 2 of their players are heading down, pushing into mid, but at the same time, all 5 terrorists have head out the long A doors. Marklodon's going to be the single one on a plat, waiting for this peek, and he does call to his mates that everybody is long. He's going to get 1 headshot, but does get dinked himself. They're going to be moving up to the crosshair. Volcanium's going to be the first one up a ramp, and can he get Marklodon? Does get that headshot, and 2 are pushed up on Cat. Unfortunately, they are going to have to fall back and wait for the rotate, and a lot of counter-terrorists on Cat at this point. 2 pushing out. Can Lex get a headshot? He is going to get the first one, so Volcanium holding from a ramp. Lex on the reload. Abe's going to get a frag as well, so Seraphic holding from car. Volcanium from a ramp. Lex is moving up. And there's only Volcanium left. Can he hold the bomb? He's gonna get knifed.
God.
Floki getting the knife kill on that round, and pissed around goes to Mythic. What a round.
Get the defuse too. That's a good round there for Floki. He's at 5,300. If he wants to go for style points right now, he can just buy the AWP. Boy, wouldn't that be a treat for us. What Lex should do is buy armor and have Floki buy him the AWP. That would be hilarious.
And then
as Lex does buy armor, and no. Ah, dream's dead, boys. Dream's dead.
All good though. All good though. And looks like it's actually gonna be. Ooh, is this a fake play of sorts? Everybody for the T side, everybody except for the one with the bomb is heading to B. We got Invert doing that sneaky deaky play, sneaky beaky like, heading into the long A house here. And as soon as he kind of gets set up, I imagine we're going to see a push into B. And it might even be a bit of a slow push, so they're going to make some noise and kind of just try and convince Mythic that it is going to be a safe push into the B site. Invert still just waiting to see if someone does push into long A. But I don't think that's going to be the case, and here it goes. The fake begins, and it's going to be a slaughter so far at B, and all of them do rotate. This is Invert's time to shine. He's heading over.
No.
Lex, though, he's smelling it, and he's going to make it to the cross, and Marklodon's going to take down Invert. So good idea there, but it's just, on those fakes, it's more how long can you guys stay alive as you're rushing in to just make that bait even. If they maybe got 1 frag, that's a doable bait, but with 0 frags and all of them getting dropped the minute they push into B, it's just makes the fake really difficult for Invert to pull off there.
That was definitely what contributed to that loss there, but another thing is that the Ninja could play really close up and long. He'll get that extra few footsteps to get towards site. He could have planted the bomb there, but he was already way back in a hall, long A hall. Mark and Wig start this round number 18 off with a quick trade. Floki is on the bench. Wig and Handled now are both taking a seat as Mythic is climbing closer to a tie. They are up a man. Lex is at 1 HP. Make that 0. Volcanium takes him down. It's a 3-on-3 now as Invert is taking the site with his 2 teammates. He will plant the bomb for Cat, a very classical position. And the CTs will rotate up to try and retake the site. 2 from Cat, 1 from Long. Mark is going to peek out, and get Volcanium right away with the AK. Oh, he gets a second. Seraphic goes down, and I can hear it on voice comms right now. They're calling him insane, and right they would be. Invert now very low, trying to hold off, and he cannot get it done. AGM will finish the deal there. That's 3 kills from Mark Ledon. Very impressive stuff from him at Long, and another defuse from Mythic. It's all tied up, and we're back to square one.
Yeah, like you were saying, it is equalized, and you basically see a fresh map or a match here. Other than, take a look at the money on Terra's side. They're running with a couple CZs and a smoke, 3 CZs actually, and a smoke on Seraphic. So, will be an eco from them. So far, Volcanium and looks like maybe number 3 player Wigs are going to push Long, but note they're actually just going to wait and see if anybody pushes them. Seraphic's going to lead the charge on Cat currently. Has the bomb right behind him, and Lex is going to be there waiting. Misses the flick. It came out guns a-blazing, and he actually misses 3 in a row there, so not the classic Lex we're used to seeing, and they're planning for Cat right now, and this bomb plant alone is big for Mythic. Or, sorry, Adapt.
Yeah, I like this play because they stalled it Long and waited for everyone to be like, oh no, we're getting pushed from Cat. They all get forced on the ramp, and all of a sudden Long comes out, and you see Wig just doing work with the CZ. And look, this is going to be an eco victory at this rate.
So
the 1 HP and 3 HP for Abe and AGM as they look to retake the site here. Seraphic's going to push the 1 elevator. They know they're so low, and it's a 1v1. Seraphic, oh, he can't do it. Abe gets the instant headshot, and he jumps on the bomb, but he's got no kit. He finds one too little too late. 1 HP. He's going to try and live it long. He's going to turn to face the bomb, and he goes down. No AWP, no dice, and no gimme for Mythic there, as they did win the kill battle, but not the objective battle. The bomb did go off, killing the last player on the map. And yeah, Abe, I'm sure, wishing he had just a couple more points of health there. A heartbreak there from Mythic as they lose some momentum going into round number 20, but they are still only behind by 1.
Yeah, that was just a crazy eco nonetheless. And we are going to see guns on the board for both teams. Lex, unfortunately, can only afford a scout, so he's going to play from Goose with that, similar to what he was doing with his AWP. Marketolon's pushed up on Cat with Floki here, so we're working quite a big Cat stack, hoping that this is where the terrorists are going to focus, and actually getting flashed into Cat is Volcanium, and does get the first. Ooh, the reload right away there almost gives a chance to Floki, and moves up. Floki does get 1. Volcanium can't spray him down, though, and he eventually does get that frag. 12 HP on him, and as he pushes out, Lex is going to be the one on site. Jump, and he gets the frag. Great jump scout from Lex there, and actually he's going to light up Invert as well, but Handled's going to get that pick from Long, so moving up on the site are the T's here. AGM is alone inside his CT. He's going to get flanked, and Wiggs is going to pick up that frag. 11-9 is your scoreline, and look at the money on Mythic.
Man, Wig is just ripping it right now, doing work right now as a stand-in. He is a top frag sheet, nearly. He is just 2 away from that title for his team. He's at 15 kills, 15 deaths, so he's batting 500 right now. And that just kind of goes to show you what kind of game this has been. There have been a lot of objectives. 1, 2, 3, 4. There've been about 5 objectives in 20 rounds. So 25% of the time there's an objective. And right now, that appears to be the difference maker for adaptation, as they do have good control of economy here. Volcanium trades out 1. Handled's there in Long to make sure this eco rush isn't going to pan out. However, Lex has a different idea of events to go forth as he gets a frag, picks up an AK. Abe also picks up an AK and makes it a 3-on-3. But the terrorists have taken a unopposed sprawl. They're going to get this free plant and a good time to set up.
Yeah, exactly. Decent eco so far for the counter-terrorists, and I feel bad for, I believe the first one that went down was at Volcanium. When he saw 4 of them just sitting in B waiting for him there, that was just a terrifying, terrifying thing. Even with pistols, you never want to turn a corner and have 4 people staring at you, because no matter how good your spray is, it's going to be rough trying to take all 4 out. So that was a good push from Mythic there, and I don't know if you saw that first flashbang as well. As Adapt flashed into B, it literally flashed all 4 players. All 4 CTs just ran to car, covering their eyes, and I don't know, I just think of the flashbang dance from nothing when 4 terrorists go down to club with all of them doing a flashbang dance, so. Do you see that save from Mythic. So 12-9 in this match, and this is a close one.
Yeah, it's hopefully can get a little closer here. Mythic really has to pull up their bootstraps here. They've lost 3 in a row now after winning the first 3. And if now is as good a time as any, then I don't know what is. Invert holding on to an AWP, and so is Handle. That's 2 ops on Dust 2. Not totally uncommon, but definitely not the norm, as Lex is holding down that op roll for the CTs, and Adaptation looks to push into long here and take some map control of this area, but Mark's having none of that. He drops Volcanium with an AK headshot. AGM down to 26 HP. Markladon at 41 for the CTs. Invert a little damage for the terrorists, and Volcanium on the bench. He is the only member of either team right now who is currently in the spectator seat. Invert, Seraphic, and Wig all forming up around mid, Handled slowly getting there as well. And this seems to be a common play we've seen from either team. Both halves just working mid and then going from there. That kind of seems to be their staging ground. And it looks like Invert's going to walk right out of double doors here. Floki is just holding from spawn. He's going to spray down Invert just before that smoke blooms. And suddenly Adaptation have enemies left, right, and center looking to find some frags. They can't do it. Abe shutting them down from B door. Oh, dear Lord. Handled. Now with the bomb in B tunnel. It's going to run back. And you know, he's got his work cut out for him. 30 seconds left and 5 kills to go. Plus a bomb plant. Very doable. That was sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly. I got you there. I caught you. We are going to see Handled hanging out in T-spawn. 20 seconds left. He's hoping to save. Markladon is around this corner. I'm not sure if he heard that scope in or not. And Handeled's actually just holding her crouch position. Ooh, right when he turns back. Markladon is going to turn this corner, and this should be a frag. Yep, Markladon actually gets that falling headshot. Should grab that AWP. Nope, they actually don't need it. They already have one on Lex, so...
Yeah, they're not going to get that greedy op play like Adaptation. It may have made them pay, like working picks for too long, or, you know... Having 2 ops really changes how you approach them. You're just running around matchmaking these guys, which I doubt you are when it's 12-10. It really changes up the minor nuances of your game. And 3 out long already for the CTs again. Mark's going to try and find another frag, see if he can do a repeat of last round. Wig is flashed and kind of hemmed in at the blue box there. There's a small gap in the smoke between Pit. Mark's going to try and find that angle here from Pit. And he's going to see Wig crouch peeking, and oh, they mis-peek each other. And elsewhere on the map, Lex and Floki both get some kills here. I'm going to jump back into Auto Director, so I'm not miscasting for you guys. Floki gets one, Volcanium gets another, Lex and Floki both with 2, but Floki, oh, burns Wig to death. Was that from the grave? Yes, it was a post-mortem fire kill, and Mythic is showing signs of life all of a sudden, coming back from this one. Boy, if I had skins on this match, I would be having a heart attack right now.
Yeah, just so back and forth, and should see... No, we're actually going to have an eco for Adept. They do have a bit of a B spawn, so 4 players heading towards tunnels. Invert just spamming with his P250 down suicide, and I'm not going to lie, this looks like a death sentence. Does avoid that nade, and Abe's actually going to choose to help his buddy out in B. Good plan by him. AGM gets the first one, Abe gets the second, AGM gets the third. Can Abe get that node? AGM's actually going to steal 3. And Abe's going to get 1 as well as Floki. So, good anti-eco there.
Yeah, that was... sorry, I got distracted. 2 of the bodies were 69ing each other, so I don't know how to stop paying attention to the game. I can't help it. It's 12-12, round 25 underway here as the freeze time winds to a close. 5 AKs for Adaptation, kind of shying away from the op over. Of course, they can't afford one, but you know, last round or 3 rounds ago they were using 2 ops, and now they're, you know, they seem content to be using none, as it hasn't been working for them. They have lost 3 in a row. This is how this half has gone: 3 wins for Mythic, 3 wins for Adaptation, and then 3 wins for Mythic again. If Adaptation wins this one, it will be a continuation of that pattern. Abe playing from elevator, trying to find some frags here as the terrorists breach bomb site A. AGM and Lex both getting 2. Seraphic trading back with 2. And AGM now, it's the last CT versus 3. He's going to run right up ramp and go down to Volcanium. And Adaptation, oh, continuing this trend. 3 rounds for Mythic, 3 for Adaptation, 3 for Mythic, and now hopefully 2 more for Adaptation, just to make that a nice and neat looking score sheet for me. But that was your round number 25. Adaptation still clinging on to this lead, but barely, Sprawl, barely.
Yeah, this match is just so back and forth, like we've been saying. 26th round full buy for both teams. Invert, Lex, both holding AWPs on the battlefield currently, and Invert actually pushing out aggressive, does get the first pick. Can he get the second one? Tries to flick onto Floki, barely misses that shot. Good trade here by the counter terror so far, and Handel's actually going to get smoked out of long. Looks like he was attempting to pick up the AWP, but no such luck there. Lex playing that classic spot from Goose. He's going to be watching on a cat. Seraphic's going to be the first one here. Molotov onto site, and right as he peeks, Lex gets the first. Can he get a second? Misses that shot, and Volcanium is going to make him pay. So pushing up onto A is both, or rather all three terrorists. Floki's still long, so he's going to be able to work that pinch with his teammates. AGM flashing Abe into cat, and that actually worked really well, but unfortunately for Abe, Wig is actually hiding in the smoke to the left, and as he comes up, two players working that crossfire, and Wig's going to get two. And down to Floki. Can he make something happen? There's two terrorists left. He got one, being Volcanium. It is planted for cat. He's going to tap it. Flashbang comes out. Nice avoid. And Floki's just working that headshot angle. He's going to tap it again. Hope that they peek up. And they do peek, both of them. Can he get the second one? He's going to try, but he's out of time. And that frag is going to go to Wig. So 3K for Wig, pulling out the hat trick in that round.
He is so close. He's 1 kill away from the 20, and so is Handled. Volcanium actually being the first terrorist there. And all members of Mythic have a 20 bomb save for Markledon, who's at 15, so 5 away for him. And this is how the rest of this game's gonna go, because I'm actually psychic and a god.
We all know that, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, Adaptation's gonna win this one, then Mythic's gonna win another 3. We're gonna go to overtime. Chat's gonna have a heart attack, and I'm gonna get blamed for the deaths of CS:GO bettors all over the world. But that would be pretty fun. 5 rifles for Mythic, 1 AWP on Invert for Adaptation, the staple opera for his lineup. Seraphic, Wig, Volcanium, Handled, all holding on to AK-47s, and quite a bit of health. As Wig is down to 67, the only damaged player on the map right now. As I say that, a grenade goes out. Volcanium and Handled also eating quite a bit of damage here. Floki, Mark, and AGM all playing very well right now, playing in good spots. Floki watching mid, AGM keeping his eyes peeled on B. Adaptation has been known to run some ninja-like plays, and hopefully they don't get caught by one of those. And Markledon now pushed up in long. Almost fighting Invert here. Lex does get the first frag of this round. Floki gets another. And suddenly, Mythic is looking like they're going to win this round and bring it to the 28th within 1 round. Oh my god, Seraphic with a well-placed shot from Cap, but at what cost? He's dinked down to 10 HP. Wig with the AK-47, his one teammate alive, is going to try and breach the site. Seraphic goes down to the gun of Floki. Floki gets the second, and Mythic is back within 1. Oh my god, Sprawl. This looks like it's going to go to OT.
It definitely could. Look at the money on Adapt right now. They are so broke, they're going to have to be running an eco, and if Mythic plays this smart, it's going to be 14-14 in no time. So this is really going to come down to how far have they thought out this eco round from Adapt. Obviously, they wanted to win that last one. What kind of strat are they going to bring out that means that they really want to move it to match point, obviously? And actually, it's going to be a long stack from the counter terrace, and this is a beautiful counter to what save is coming across the board here, and all of the terrorists go down immediately. Markledon is down to 8 HP. Floki gets 2 before getting dropped, and we're down to only Seraphic pushing out mid and does get dropped. So 14-14. This game is out of control.
Hi. My god, this game is close.
Just brain melting.
Just, yeah, that was the face melting. And that's always fun when you see 5 terrorists rushing out long, and they all don't have armor, and you just got a full clip ready to put them on blast. Seraphic for the terrorist has the bomb. He's headed towards
B. Jeez, look at this play.
And
3 pushing up mid.
Mythic right now just throwing a wrench into the plan of Adaptation right up mid. Uncharacteristic from Mythic. Maybe perhaps saving this strat for when they need it most, which would be right now, but appears to be working, as Adaptation is short-handed. They're down to 3 members. They don't have a strong dedication to any site. They don't really have the map control. All of the CTs are set up exactly like how they would be at the beginning of a round here. So they all busted up mid and then fell back and got back into their positions here. Catching Adaptation totally off guard. Lex will get another. And Adaptation, oh man. couldn't be more caught off guard by that play. And it is all down to Wig and Seraphic, as we've seen so often in B Hall. AGM's gonna walk out blasting, he gets Wig, and suddenly Seraphic is versus 5. And AGM, the dink and the headshot to follow up. Reigning true with his aim. Adaptation. Oh man, look at their money. They all have 2,500. They're gonna have to eco win to bring this to overtime. That would be insane. As the glills come out, the armor comes out, and oh my god, I'm sure the folded hands are coming out, because right now Adaptation and all of the bettors are praying for an Adaptation eco victory here. We'll see what they do, Sprawl.
Yeah, they do have a little bit of armor, a little bit of gear, but definitely not what they were hoping for. I'm still just so... that last round, my mind, if the round before that to tie it up didn't melt my brain, it's definitely gone now. So do see Terrace moving up to the cross.
4-8 for the CTs.
What a stat. Loki's going to get the first and does get another as well. A double for him so far, and Markledon out of the smoke. That's going to be the round. Mythic 16-14. They say no to overtime, and that's going to be map number 1.
Man, what a disaster for Adaptation. Oh, Lord.